Yeah, welcome to another video on how you can actually motion in weight loss and make past 7 figures per month. This is the 26th module, and we're going to talk about truth hammer, science and path, and the call out. Authority-based objection. It is a language pattern and reframe used for objection related to timing or decision making. When do we use it? After addressing the first objection and identifying specific concern preventing certainty. The purpose is to instead of rebuttals, the strategy is to hear and lead the prospect. The goal is to reduce risk of objection to simple fear of risk. Key distinction is always place the first objection before moving on. Objection typically falls into the tree framework, and authenticity is crucial. Response must sound natural and in line. Practice recommended. Review of spacing the first objection. Once the first objection is spaced, use the following responses of variation. Objection. I just want to think about it. First, spacing the first objection, reason for creation. 2. If repeating themselves, acknowledge the introduction the decision-making patterns. Objection is just a lot of money. Response, I hear you. Can I ask you an honest question about that? You said it's a lot of money. A lot of money compared to what? The reason I ask is because I want to, when you see your health is like a table that everything else in life consents on. And ultimately, that fails, so does everything else, right? So I really want to do that and put this all into proper context. Because while I get that 5K right now, might seems a little scary. This is an investment to not only help you get rid of stubborn pocket fat on your stomach, but ultimately having the freedom to feel good and live longer. 4K spread across 90 days is just $44 a day. Is that too much to invest in to be able to play with your kids in the park again and wear that red bikini on the beach with confidence? Are you sure? Feel good? Will you get started on your homework? What's your billing address, etc.? Second objection is what if it doesn't work? I hear you, so I can appreciate that. So just I can stay organized on my end. What you're saying is that despite the 15 before and after and the 95% client result success rate, you're worried about you're going to be the only unlucky ones that is in willing that this is gonna not work for them. Look, no worries, I get that. Now, can I ask you another question? If you come and do this with you, like be 100% committed on your treatment plan, and if you feel like you're not progressing or seeing result, you'll want to come to me right away and let me know, right? Gotcha. So look, if we have this 95% success rate, and you're going to commit 100%, I don't see a situation where this doesn't get you, the result you want. Another thing that keep to mind is the reason we have these consultation is for that exact reason, because we can't help everyone and tends to turn away more people than we accept into our treatment plan. And if it, add any doubt, we wouldn't be here right now getting started with your treatment plan. Makes sense? Two outcome is I don't know, proceed below. Two, they give you a real objection. If I don't know, I hear you. Do you think it's just a bit of a little nerve, then proceed to nerve fear handling? It sounds good, but I need more information. This could also be send me a proposal email. I need to do research. Sidestep and pace force. Gotcha. Now, is there any specific reason that you're asking me for email with all the details? Okay, so what I'm hearing is that it'll make you feel more confident about the decision either way then. Gotcha. So can I be honest with you for a second? I can really appreciate you bringing that up, but everything that I could ever possibly cover in an email, we've already talked about in this consultation, and it would be so much easier to actually say it right now. And we also talk about how your goal is, losing XYZ. So look, well, I totally get that you want to feel good about making this decision and doing that. So take the extra time necessary to make sure with certainty that this is the right thing. I want to tell you from the experience of being exactly where you're at now that you'll never be 100% certain about this until you have actually done it. So while I get that you're trying to get more information so that you can eliminate the risk of the truth is overcoming that fear of making mistake is exactly what you need to do to move forward in your life to get the XYZ outcome. And now knowing that to be true, there's couples who to this go through. You could be the type of guy who continues to do a ton of research trying to find the confidence to make a decision and waste bug months, if not years doing so, all because he wants to avoid a mistake. Or you could be the type of guy who can move forward in the phase of uncertainty and realize that that overcoming his fear of making mistakes is actually the shift that needed to go through. Which one of those guys do you want to be? Outcome: they gave you the real objection. Could be certainty or financial in spouse. I have a videos about it as well. 25 module. Or second, could be, they agree. Third, if they elaborate on about how they need information, go on about no amount of information will eliminate the risk or be able to deposit. Objection. I need to do my due diligence, or I just found out about you guys. Guys, I should just want to mass you all the people that love us and got their best result, or you want the people that are not happy with us. Because at the end of the day, I'm never gonna give you somebody that didn't get a result with us and is not happy with us. I'm only gonna give you the people that got the result, which doesn't give you any more clues if this is gonna work for you or not, which way is it you're looking for. So now, why don't we do this as opposed to me just giving you a bunch of people that loves us and talking about us in every good possible ways and hide all the negative. And there's definitely are. Every company has it. We have people we don't get result for. If any company is telling you that's not the case and they have a 100% success rate, run for the hills because they're lying to you. So knowing that, the ultimate thing we want to figure out is this the right thing for just you and me? Am I right? You're right. So knowing your referrals aren't gonna do that. The other thing I can say that's not gonna do that is thinking about it. I've already given you all the information here, so you are opting off thinking about it with no new information. Sitting and pondering, wondering if it's gonna work, speculating that's not gonna bring you any more clarities or give you any more confidence if this is the right move for you. You're probably just prolonging the job. Try close with refundable deposit. So now why don't we do this? Because I do agree you've only been talking for 45 minutes and you should know if this is the right fit before spending 5K. Let's put down a deposit of 1K, get you started, get the onboarding consultation booked, and by the end of the onboarding calls consultation, if you feel like this isn't exactly what you need, I'll refund you in full. But now you can actually make a decision from true clarity as opposed to speculation, which is what you were doing earlier. What's a good corner brew for you? I'll get that process started now. The outcome of it is you get the real objection, move on to knowledge risk and information, move into trial close. Objection, second one, or maybe I think fifth one. I've tried something similar and it didn't work. Gotcha, gotcha, I hear you. When you said you tried something similar and it didn't work, can you tell me more about that experience? Prospect response. So what I'm hearing is that you need to see how this is different because you tried that treatment in the past and it didn't really get you any result. Now you are skeptical about it. Is that correct? So I appreciate you for being honest with me about that. And look, I've had similar experience. I've been to tons of horror med spas myself. Some are good, some are bad. Some you get results with, some you don't. It sucks, and quite frankly, it was hard to talk about. So I appreciate you bringing that up and being honest. I get it. Now, do I have permission to be brutally honest with you? Because earlier on this consultation, you told me, that getting to XYZ goal was non-negotiable to you. And while I appreciate the fact that there is some, bad apples out there, it's like doing to, getting an haircut and having one bad experience and then deciding to never cut your hair again. Law. The reason I bring this up because there is a reason you were in this chair today. Because you need, to get the expert guidance and support to help with, XYZ. So much like you wouldn't stop getting your haircut if you had one bad experience giving our reputation, the treatment plan I've run you through today and how we hundreds of 5-star review, I'm certain this is the best thing for you. Feel good? Ready to get started on some homework? The last objection is I'm just nervous and scared. Gotcha. So you know this is what you need. It's just nerves then. Good. It's good that you're nervous. The nerves are there for a reason and they're good. That means there's some way to it, some meaning to it. Nothing ever great in this world was done by someone who was a little bit nervous at first. Take me, for example, and you just give your personal opinion on why at that time you were nervous about starting that business or maybe, losing the weight that you've maybe, going through some past experience. These guys love it. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the uncertainty-based objection. As always, thank you guys for listening to the video. This was the 26th module, and I'll see you on the next one for the 27th. Bye bye.